From the Athens Tech Studios, this is the Athens News Podcast. Local news you can use about Athens and Clarke County, all in 7 minutes. And now, here are your top stories.
Hello and welcome to the Athens News Podcast. I'm Melissa Carter. New residents need your feedback on the Athens school system. Plus, we'll give you tips on spring cleaning that can also benefit businesses here in Athens. But first, here are your top stories brought to you by Drake Realty. Athens-Clarke County Police are on the lookout for 38-year-old Reveckeyo Ra Hill in connection with fraudulent vehicle loans. Hill is currently facing a staggering 14 active felony warrants for theft by deception and identity fraud. Many of these charges stem from his business, H&P Auto Brokers, located on Baxter Street in Athens. If you have any information on Hill's whereabouts, or if you've been a victim of his fraudulent activities and haven't reported it yet, we urge you to come forward. Please contact Sergeant Franco at 762-400-7100 or email nathaniel.franco@ACCGov.com. This from Fox 5. April's ACCGov's work session meetings convened last week at the newly designated venue, the Athens-Clarke County Planning Department located on Dougherty Street. A common theme resonated throughout the meeting as community building, resource availability, safety, and homelessness took center stage. Joseph D'Angelo, ACCGov's Chief Data Officer, presented a refresh for the ACCGov strategic plan. Designed to address Athens' pressing needs, the plan focuses on priority areas like behavioral health, youth development, and homelessness. The Housing and Community Development Department presented its ARPA homelessness plan's funding recommendations, aiming to allocate $2.83 million to prevent and reduce homelessness. However, the community program's resource request, totaling over $6.5 million, leaves HCDD with a deficit that requires assistance to address. Updates on all last week's work session items will be unveiled during the Mayor and Commission meeting scheduled for tonight at 6 o'clock at City Hall. This from the Red and Black. Well, get ready to mark your calendars for the upcoming local election and primary on May 21st, determining positions at the local, state, and federal levels leading up to the general election on November 5th. In the Democratic primary, Lexi Dougherty and Jessica Four are vying for the chance to represent District 10 in the U.S. House of Representatives. They're both championing causes such as raising wages and protecting voting rights, with the winner facing incumbent Republican U.S. Representative Mike Collins in November. Another key race is for Clarke County Sheriff, where Tommy Dorsey challenges incumbent John Q. Williams. With Dorsey's extensive experience in law enforcement, this contest has gained significant attention following recent events in our community. For the position of ACC Tax Commissioner, J.P. LeMay and Brant Spratlin are in the running, while Michael Eberhardt and William C. Galden Jr. compete for Athens-Clarke County Coroner. Both positions lack Republican candidates. Meanwhile, in the Republican primary, consultant Ross Harvin takes on incumbent Frank Ginn for a seat in the Georgia Senate representing District 47. Harvin's platform emphasizes ending income taxes and sanctuary city policies. Also, John Grigsby challenges incumbent Marcus Weidower for Georgia House District 121. This from the Red and Black.
It pays to know your doctor. It pays to know your lawyer. And now more than ever, it pays to know your local real estate professional. Hi, I'm Jeffrey Drake with Drake Realty, and we have 7 offices in the metro Atlanta area, including 2 right here in Cobb County and 1 at Lake Oconee. I'm the proud leader of over 700 agents here in Georgia, and we pride ourselves in professional service, whether you are the buyer or the seller. Drake Realty makes the home buying process seamless from contract to close. Our agents are a little different. They're not pushing for the quick sale and close. They are pushing for the best price and terms for their client. In other words, Drake Realty fights for you. Now's the time to buy that dream home, vacation home, or new home your family deserves. A lot of real estate agents talk big. Let my team at Drake Realty prove they will fight for you. I'm Jeffrey Drake, and I'd be honored to have my team serve you. Visit us online at drakerealty.com. And remember, it's not how quick you sell or buy, it's what the deal provides for your future.
Achieve more with Athens Tech. At Athens Technical College, their programs can connect you with in-demand and high-paying careers.
I graduated from Athens Tech in May and started my job 2 weeks later. I had the job before I left, thanks to my professor, and just focusing on growing a career.
As far as Athens Tech, I think I've been a member of the advisory panel for 10 years now, and it's been an awesome experience.
I'm currently going to Athens Tech. I started out as an accounting major. I've finished all my accounting classes, and then switched over to the culinary and baking program.
My name is Alex Lang. I'm an electromechanical engineering student. This is my second year at Athens Tech, and I graduate in December. The long-term goal is to work for the railroad, whether that be Norfolk Southern or CSX.
Achieve more with Athens Tech. Find out more at athenstech.edu.
From the We Love Athens GA Facebook page, Aussie Traveler said, "Hello, we are just returning to our current home in Indiana after visiting several cities in Georgia to determine a place of relocation. We really liked Athens, and I'd love to hear your opinion on the school system there." Kylie Tony said, "My daughter's last year of high school was last year. She went to high school here for all 4 years, and she loved it. The education she got was way better than any other surrounding counties. However, all schools have flaws, so it's basically to each of its own. I love Athens." Marquita Patterson said, "We have lived in Athens for 5 years and love it. Our neighbor is a teacher and both of her children attend Clark Central. Private schools are available. There are plenty that say Oconee County schools are better. I really don't know if there's much difference." But George Harp does think there's a difference. He says, "Go across the county line to Oconee County, less gangs and better academics." The University of Georgia's Office of Instruction recently honored 3 exceptional educators: senior lecturer John Weatherford, academic professional Christopher Gerlach, and instructor Tyler Mazurek, with the inaugural Innovation in AI Teaching Award for their outstanding work in NMIX 4410 New Media Capstone. This award, established in 2024, acknowledges faculty members who have made significant contributions to integrating artificial intelligence into education. NMIX 4410 serves as the culmination of the New Media Certificate, allowing students to apply their skills to hands-on projects. These projects, developed in collaboration with real-world clients, explore the practical applications of generative AI in various fields. This from the Red and Black. In sports from SEC Sports, in baseball, Missouri beat Georgia 6-5 in 10 innings, and in softball, it was Kentucky winning the series against Georgia over the weekend. And finally, as spring blooms across Athens, it's time to embrace change and fresh beginnings. It's the perfect time for spring cleaning, but why not make it both budget-friendly and eco-friendly? Here are some tips. First, consider donating your gently used items to local thrift stores like Goodwill or Uptown Cheapskate. You can even support sustainability efforts by donating to the swap shop at UGA. Next, instead of tossing out old items, find creative ways to reuse them. Turn old t-shirts into cleaning cloths or use citrus fruits as natural cleaners. Shopping at the Athens Farmers Market is also a way to find local, low-waste items for small businesses. Vendors sell a variety of items from produce to candles to art. This market runs year-long on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to noon at Bishop Park and currently on Wednesdays from 5 to 8 at Creature Comforts in downtown Athens. This from the Red and Black.
Thanks for listening to the Athens News Podcast. Make sure you subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
This podcast is a production of BG Ad Group. All rights reserved.
This podcast aggregate content from other sources for informational purposes and is in no way trying to infringe on the copyrights or businesses of any other entities. All content posted up on the site is used under the Fair Use Copyright Law 107. All audio, media, and articles are copyrighted to the original owners. All audio on this podcast are embedded from YouTube.com and are owned by their respective copyright owners. No audio information are copyrighted or stored on our servers. The court ruled that linking or embedding copyrighted videos is not copyright infringement, even if the source video was uploaded without permission. However, we will gladly remove any audio clip upon valid request from respective copyright owners. Any owners also have the option to disable embedding his YouTube videos on other websites. News and press articles are owned by the respective copyright owners. Where possible, the appropriate accreditation or source of the article is given on the same page. The audio-video files on the site are for listening purposes only. Downloading of these files to one's computer is strictly prohibited. They are owned by the respective copyright owners. If it is in the organization's belief that the usage or specific content used on our site containing copyrighted knowledge conflicts with authorized use and or does not comply with fair use as described in the context, contact us through our contact page and we will remove the offending content immediately. Thanks for listening to the Athens News Podcast.